Good evening and welcome to Panther Stadium. OCA Media is proud to bring you another exciting Panther lacrosse match live from Oregon High School. I'm Becky Rothering along with the fabulous Ben Rothering, and we'll be bringing you all of tonight's action right here on OCA Media, your home for Panther sports. In just a few minutes, the Oregon Panthers will host the Waunakee Warriors.
As we wait for the beginning of the game, we would like to thank our sponsors who help make this broadcast possible. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community.
The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. One Community Bank, feel good banking.
The Oregon Area Community Coalition, helping youth thrive. Visit OregonAreaCares.org. Shackelford Heating Cooling, Panther Exteriors, Stoughton Health and Wisco Industries. All your trusted neighbors for generations. Well, as we wait to get going here with the Waunakee Warriors in town, the boys lacrosse team is at Waunakee playing right now and getting close to the end of the first quarter. Waunakee, it looks like they are up 2-0.
And here in Oregon, it's a lovely night. The breeze is blowing, the hail has stopped, so it looks like we shouldn't have any weather interruptions. And the fans are streaming in. Might want to get here to get a good spot. They are limited. But it should be a good game. These two teams met up not too long ago in Waunakee. So it should be a really good competitive game tonight.
We'll be right back with you with the starting lineup and the national anthem.
Panther Stadium for tonight's Badger Conference Girls Lacrosse match between the Waunakee Warriors
And we're back.
Oregon Panthers. Oregon High School and the WIAA require good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. We hope everyone will enjoy tonight's event in the spirit of positive sportsmanship. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, to honor America, would you please rise, if able, remove your hats, and join in singing our national anthem.
That was a beautiful rendition of the national anthem, wouldn't you say, Becky?
Sure was.
And now for tonight's starting lineup.
And for tonight's starting
For
lineups,
Waunakee.
starting with Waunakee.
Number 1.
Number 1,
Isabel Hurd.
Isabel Hurd.
Number 3.
Number 3, Kennedy King.
Number 4.
Number 4,
Emily
Emily
Schmelzer.
Schmelzer.
Number 5.
Number 5, Danica Matthews.
Number 7.
Number 7, Maggie King.
Number 8.
Number 8, Ava Poles.
Number 10.
Number 10, Grace
Grace
Ramish.
Number 11.
Number 11, Allison Johnson.
Number 26. Alex
Number 26, Alex Mono.
Number 28.
Number 28, June Kierce.
Number 29.
Number 29, Sydney
Sydney.
Kaysen.
And number 32.
And number 32, Kit Alsiker.
And now for your Oregon Panthers.
And now for your Oregon Panthers. Number 10, Stella O'Malley.
Number 10, Della O'Malley.
Number 11, Elise.
Number 11, Elise Schumann.
Number 14, Sarah Lazowski.
Number 14, Sarah Lazowski.
Number 19,
Number 19, Riley
Riley Brown.
Brown.
Number 20, Taylor McMurdy.
Number 20, Taylor McMurdy.
Number 21, Livy Vandra.
Number 21, Livy Vandra.
Number 22, Violet May.
Number 22, Violet May.
Number 29, Hazel Rothering.
Number 30, Jenna Hodges.
Number 31, Autumn Coots.
Number 31, Autumn Coots.
Number 33, Morgan Farrar.
Number 33, Morgan Farrar.
54, Avery Purdon.
And in goal, number 54, Avery Purdon.
Avery played on Tuesday night against the Middleton Cardinals and had a great game stepping in for Sam Siggett. She did a really great job and were able to help the Panthers come to a win. So hopefully they can get another one here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. It was sure great to have her.
Well, as you mentioned, Becky, just a few weeks ago, these two teams met out in Waunakee, and it was a tight match for most of the game. Oregon found a way to peel away at the end there and ended up creating a decent, pretty significant lead by the end, but it was pretty tight.
Yeah, there's this feel when you play this Waunakee team that they could just come back at any time. So Oregon had, a couple goal lead, maybe 2 or 3, but it just never feels safe with some of the players they have out there because you blink and then they can, race down and score a goal in a couple seconds. So, they did pull away and Oregon did great, but it's not a team that you can lay back and get lazy if you get a little lead. So it should be a good game between the two of them. Looks like Morgan Farrar is coming to take the draw for Oregon. And number 8 is Ava Pulse.
So it looks like we've got Jenna and Hazel. And
Violet and Della on
Violet
attack.
and Della on attack.
Yep.
And Sarah and Morgan and Taylor at midi. Our defense, Riley, Livy,
Autumn and Elise.
Autumn and Elise. Your eyes must be better than mine.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. We got the glass out tonight, so we got a nice breeze coming in. I'm not going to hit my forehead against the window. It's going to be a good night. Here we go. Girls are getting set up.
And we got Joe in here with us, amazing cameraman.
He'll keep us in line.
And
All
we're
right,
off.
and Sarah's going to try to chase down that ground ball. Oh. All right, and Hazel's got possession. So let's see what Oregon wants to set up here.
Oh, Hazel's going to drive to the middle. Shot.
Ooh.
Just wide of the mark.
But Jenna chases it out, so it'll be Oregon ball.
That ball disappeared right into that big pine. Wonder how many other balls are in there.
Yeah, maybe we should go look afterwards. Like an Easter egg hunt.
Maybe there's some golf balls in there I could replenish after my last game.
All right, and Della's got it, and she's coming around, rolling. Great shot. Great save by the keeper. And Hazel's got it. Oh, lost possession here. Morgan's trying to get it. Morgan got that ground ball, and there's a whistle.
She's going to get it at the 12.
So she has the option to shoot or pass. Usually you do not see a lot of shots from the 12. Hard not to get a dangerous shot if you're shooting from that far out. All right, so Waunakee knocked it down. They're fighting over ground balls here. Looks like Oregon out. Sarah had it. I heard another whistle. Maybe they stepped out of bounds. Sarah's got possession for Oregon, so let's see if they'll set something up here.
Well, we got a section of the field here that still has some sun that might play a factor in the first quarter here. So
Sarah tries to drive the middle, but Waunakee collapsed on her. So hard to get through. Hazel's doing the same. No opening there, but a great cut
look
by Morgan. Just couldn't get it through, and Violet picked up the ground ball. There we go.
Hazel and she gets decked.
Yeah, she does.
With no call.
Well,
interesting.
Great pass by Violet.
Oregon, number 29. Hazel Rothering.
Good teamwork there, and they were really patient and moved that ball around. Don't see Hazel on the ground a lot.
Well, we got a tap out and a tap in for cameramen, so now we got Ben with us. I think he was just finishing up his dinner, so.
You can't have Ben run the camera on an empty stomach. He gets so cranky.
Which one are you talking about?
Both of you.
Okay. All right, we're back at the draw circle here. Oregon Panthers up 1-0. All
right, let's see here. Oh. Looks like Waunakee got it, but they're going to fight for that ground ball initially. Oh,
good
and
box
Sarah.
out by Morgan.
Sarah lost it, but she will get it. She'll chase it down. I love seeing Sarah and Taylor on that draw circle. Morgan's getting some great draws.
Jenna's open.
They're a good team. See if chase it down. Doesn't roll as far on the grass field as it does on turf fields. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Bless you. All right, Hazel's got it, looking for a pass to Taylor.
Ooh, nice
good shot. And Jenna's hustling back there. That's awesome. That'll be Oregon Panther ball. Offense will set it up again. You notice Jenna steps in if you're new to lacrosse. They don't throw it in from outside the line like you might see at a soccer game. They've got to be inbounds to start. So you'll always see them. Oh, tried to pass to the center in the crease, so the goalie's got it.
It's a tough pass looking into the sun.
Yeah, it is. Yep, they might want to wait a little bit on that one. Got girls open here, but they're going to attack riding. Good job by Jenna. You got to stay with her, and Taylor does a great job. Just got to put pressure on, and now Livy's running down with her.
We got to get back. 8 is driving. Riley does a good job to push and shoots wide.
Right, and it should be white ball. Yep, so I think Riley hustled out, so that was awesome. Shot went a little high. Riley was the first one to the ball as it crossed the end line, so Panthers will be able to try to transition here to offense.
You know what I like there, Beck? I like that the referee had his flag out, maybe a little bit of a push there, but let the play continue on.
Yep,
and see what happens.
Yeah, everyone says there's no contact in girls lacrosse, but pay attention and watch. And there is contact, there's legal contact. So it's not about ref even letting stuff go. That's a great goal by Jenna Hodges. And another awesome pass by Violet. She is dishing it out tonight.
Oregon goal, number 30.
What I love about this Oregon team is we've had many games where we've had 6 or 7 players scoring goals. So that makes it really hard to defend. And we may have a small number that often score or score multiple, but you start double teaming those girls, and you've got 5 or 6 more that can bury it. That makes it hard on the D. So you got everyone out there in attack and midi can all bury the ball. And when you've got Violet dishing it out like that, they're going to be hard to stop. That's awesome. Great teamwork.
Looks like Waunakee's got a new draw person in there, right?
Oh, I thought it was 8 again.
Maybe
Pulse?
I missed it.
Pulse. She had a great drive, too, so we're definitely going to have to watch her because she picked up some speed and had good ball control. So she may have shot it a little high, but she's going to be one to play tight. And here comes Isabel Hurd down, and she's got some wheels, too. Made a pass.
Good cover by the D. Really good way to recover and help out there.
And we got Livy Vondra as backer, and she's excellent in that position.
Isabel Hurd was one that that we had to keep an eye on last game.
Absolutely.
She's fast.
She's a great player, yep.
Oh, there's the
Seems
ball
like
down. Oh,
No? Okay, I didn't know if that was going to be a force through. Apparently not. So that's going to be a call against Panthers. So they'll get a shot on the 8.
and she tucks away number 3, Kennedy King. Takes that free shot off the 8 and finds the back of the net. So now we've got Oregon 2, Waunakee 1 with 7:12 left in the first quarter. It's a tough call. It could have kind of gone either way, you know?
Yeah, I mean, and if it's close, it probably should go to the offense, truly. So,
It should go to Oregon.
well, that would be lovely. But, yeah, to get that force through call, the defense really has got to be kind of have their feet set and make that offensive player push through. So, probably the right call. And defense has got to know that. And we've got our JV goalie up and playing, so we don't want to put Avery in that position too often. That's a tough shot to stop.
So Waunakee wins it off the draw, brings it into the offensive zone, starts setting it up.
They're moving it around on the outside.
It's outside the 12. I'm pretty sure I just heard a Waunakee parent yell, shoot.
Yeah, that's probably not great advice in a girls' game. Almost automatically it would be a dangerous shot. You can't fire it out from that big arc like you can in a boys' game because the defenders don't have any pads, so they're not protected. So there are penalties against the offense if they knowingly take a shot with a defender in the way. So, oh, that was a great steal by number 8. And I think Riley got her in the head potentially on the way through, or at least got her with a stick.
We just got to push.
Yeah, that's good. I'm kind of glad that's
No
all they
yellow
called.
card.
It was hard, yeah. She was just coming in a little too hot.
And Waunakee passed it behind the net.
Nice double on the crease. I don't know what. Okay.
Horizontal, did they call?
It must have been. All right, now Autumn's playing some good tight D there.
Pass to
Can't
the
leave
middle.
her open. Down the middle. That was a defensive breakdown. Not sure what happened there. Number 10, Grace Ramish. Definitely can't let those cutters wide open down the middle.
Grace Ramish.
It's all tied up at 2.
Well, this is kind of how it started last time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tight game. Let's see if Oregon can respond here. And more. Oh. Waunakee's
Sarah's
winning these
Sarah,
draws.
yeah,
There you go.
Sarah got that
good.
ground ball, which is great. She's looking for a pass.
Oh. She's getting pestered, and there's a loose ball.
Yeah,
Waunakee's.
sphere, that should be ours, so that'll be
Okay.
Sarah's ball.
No. She pointed one way.
Oh, no.
And
All right. Yep, that gets confusing. Good, I like that we're riding in the middle here in the attack.
but 3. Do we want?
Probably not, we probably don't need to triple team. It left a couple girls open in the middle.
I'll pick that.
Wow. I think we're gonna have a lot of whistles tonight. But It's all about keeping it safe. With no equipment, we got to make sure girls are getting
That's
it.
one of those instant karma moments, right? We had a
I
few
mean,
of
it's
those
not
last
necessarily a terrible call. It just seems pretty soft. But, again, if your girl's out there without a helmet, I'd rather have them call some soft stuff than let stuff go. We've had games that go that direction, and that is hard to watch. So it's a self-start type of thing. So they call the whistle because they pushed Hazel, but she knows that she can keep running on that, and that's the advantage. Seven might need to back up a little bit or not. All righty. All right, so they're setting their offense up. Hazel's got the ball on top. She's got Taylor to the right. Taylor McCurdy is a freshman this year, and she's just an awesome player. She's been a huge addition to this team.
Oregon's looking to drive down the middle here. She's trying to find a seam. Finds her way, takes a backhand shot.
Awesome
and finds the back of the net. She was persistent. You know, she went 3/4 of the way around the top of the circle looking for that opening. And
yeah, and patient. She didn't push through, didn't drop low and try to push through the defense at all. That there is a little bit of wiggling around and getting through, and she knows she can make those shots, whether it's switch hands and shoot or a deke. So she's got some great fakes, too. It was a good option. I think the goalie thought she wasn't going to let it go. So now we've got Hazel taking draws. So Hazel and I believe Pulse is back, taking the draw for Waunakee.
Well, it's something that we had to do last game is switch our players that took the draw out a little bit.
That'll work.
We were winning some.
Oh.
And
all right. That was great. So the draw went right over the restraining line to Violet. She did a great job controlling it. That's kind of a tough one because she can't cross over that line. So she did really well getting it off the bounce. You never know how it's going to bounce on this grass field. She needs a little help. There we go. They're really coming out tight, which I like to see because we've got girls who can drive. So if they're going to come way out and pressure, we might get some drives here.
Oh. Hazel's trying to find a seam. Couldn't
and
find
Violet
it,
again. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, and just couldn't keep possession. Oh. Tried. All right, so it's going to be a white ball. Good turnover with some pressure. So Elise is going to bring the ball in for Panthers.
You got to let her in bounds.
Yeah, doesn't she have to get in bounds? A little bit. Yeah. So Glenn let her know. She was standing on the sideline with Elise still out of bounds. So, there was a pass. Didn't quite get there. That's all right. Sarah, probably a shooting space. So that'll put Sarah on the 8.
Well, with almost 2 minutes left, Sarah can put this in, put us up by 2. Oh, she looks to pass to Hazel. Hazel does a crease roll and finds the back of the net.
What a pass by Sarah. That was awesome because they were ready for her. She didn't have an awesome angle. So smart on her end.
You know, Hazel had that defender come and get her instead of pushing through. She found a seam. That was a tough angle, but she found a way to get it to the back of the net.
Again, great teamwork. And Sarah is, Sarah's great on the 8, so she can absolutely score. So Waunakee knows that, so they were ready for her to take it in herself. So
you're saying it was like a trick play?
Sure, absolutely.
Gotcha.
Sometimes they've got to reset it. So sometimes you'll see the refs resetting. I know, speaking to Hazel, she said, too, it can be tricky to get it there. She's a left-handed draw taker. That's why both of the players are facing the same way. Sometimes the players will call the ref over to reset. So someone needed it here today. Oh, right out. Oh. Great job by Taylor to kick it out of there. So you can't cover the ball. You can't drag it like you can see the boys do.
Pass.
Great stop by the goalie. So kicking it is a really good way to get it out of that scrum. A little busy in there for that, but good thought. definitely putting pressure on in the middle. Okay, so Waunakee ball. Open in the middle. Definitely don't want her to open down the middle. Defense has got to get set up. This is awesome. All right. Well, that worked out in our favor, and I think Riley. Oh, nope, they're not giving it to Riley. Okay.
I think Riley might have gotten away with.
Yeah,
maybe a couple.
I couldn't tell if she made contact. That swing, I was worried too, but we got lucky there. That's definitely not who we want running down the middle right in front of Avery. So she doesn't miss those very often. She's not going to miss the next one.
Just under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Waunakee's trying to work a little bit of offense here. See if they can put one in before the end.
Good pressure. Again, we got to keep that middle clogged up. I think don't let any open cutters. Make them work really hard. Ooh, on the crease. That's dangerous.
Oh, and a save by Avery.
Great job. She was wide open. Definitely should have been marked up.
Oh, and she sets it down in the crease for Riley to grab it. We had an unfortunate incident in the last game where Avery tried to put it down. The ball, these balls, they take weird bounces and ended up bouncing in our own net. And, you know, it happens, but we were able to still come away with the victory. So
yeah, absolutely. And she got pulled up with very little notice to play varsity, and she's doing an awesome job. So it's really great to make a smart change like that. And she wasn't super comfortable clearing that ball. So I think it's a great idea to set it down and let someone else do it. All right, so at the end of the first quarter, Oregon 2. Oh, no, I can't read. Oregon 4, Waunakee 2.
And we'll be right back with the second quarter of this exclusive presentation of Panther Lacrosse, only on OCA Media, your home for Panther sports.
Oh no, uh-oh, revoke. Maybe you didn't put it on his, yeah.
Well, it's on mine, which means it's on my time. So, I was getting ready to mow the yard, and oh, well, look at that, you got out of mow. I like it.
Oh,
it's peaceful for me.
Oh, okay.
So, I just turned around.
Yeah, he was on the phone, kind of. He's like, I was not planning on being here tonight. I was like, uh-oh.
Yep, and I saw that the flag texted me, and he's like, hey, I need for you to come cam off the cross. I'm like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Welcome back, fans, to the second quarter of tonight's tilt against the Waunakee Warriors.
I really could have used some nachos at Nacho Night from Bodie Howe. Kind of regretting that. We just didn't have our stuff together in time. But here we go, ready
did
for the
not.
draw. Oh, All right, so it looks like Hazel will get possession. So Oregon will go down and hopefully set up some offense.
So, Becky, while we're waiting for them to set up, hey, I got our first piece of fan mail.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tell us more.
Well, we've got a young fan out there who is wondering, what does it take for someone to become a commentator on OCA Media? And you know what? You really just have to be willing to put yourself out there and have somebody else volunteer you.
And years of training and, oh, good shot. Looks like Hazel will chase it out. Did that fan have a name? I feel like he might have been someone who popped into our house earlier.
He might have been, yep. I believe Jordan is the young man's name.
Yeah, Jordan Mueller. He's a huge women's lacrosse fan. So he was just over, and we were kind of chatting about the game Tuesday and the game coming up tonight. So he was, unfortunately, couldn't be here. I think his mom just didn't plan ahead. She didn't pack what he needed. So
Hazel puts one in the back of the net.
Hazel with a crease roll.
But Jordan is someone that we're gonna have to keep an eye on. He's an up and comer here in the Oregon area, and
yeah, we got to get him to. We got to get him
be seeing him a lot.
We got to get him to play some boys lacrosse. That's where we need him. He's
Yeah.
tenacious.
He is.
Hazel Rothering.
Well, Hazel found in the back of the net again. Got a hat trick for tonight. Well, let's see if Oregon can keep their foot on the pedal here and just keep it rolling.
Absolutely.
Like to get a decent separation in the second half.
And the sun is no
Or in
longer
the
an issue.
Second quarter, I should say. Yep, sun's gone as far as on the field.
Ooh,
That was a good
and
win.
Hurd got it out of the air. That's great. She's such a great athlete. And right, just missed that ground ball, which is all right. So defense got to get back and get set up here. Nice pressure by Riley. I mean, I want to think about the hours that we spent training for this role, Ben. I mean, it's a big commitment. Can't take it lightly. Oh.
Good defense
Good
there,
move.
but we lost a crease.
Oh
roll.
my gosh, Avery,
Amazing
huge. We definitely got to figure out what's happening there on the crease. That's twice that Avery had someone really up and sitting on the crease by herself. So Oregon's kind of got to look at that. She's coming up big, but we can't give Waunakee those types of opening. All right, the
We got a
cover, so it'll go to Waunakee.
No.
No. Oh,
So Taylor's going to take it for Oregon here.
great.
And she's got 3 people on her, so hopefully she can
someone
find
should
somebody.
be open. All righty. Great
Della's
pass
open.
to Della.
Good.
Yep. Oop, come to it. Yep, you could see that pass where it was going.
Waunakee's trying to march their way down the field. Oregon's making it tough. Not sure what that is.
Yeah. Yeah, she's out of bounds, that's for sure. Oh, and the ref's yelling at the Waunakee fans.
Well, the Waunakee fans like to be a little bit vocal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe that'll shut them up a little bit.
We'll see. Oh, and they're calling it against Hazel again. Well, Waunakee should be happy with this. That's what they were hoping for.
Hazel's going to get frustrated. Hopefully she doesn't take a penalty, but goes down and finds the back of the net again.
We got to get these ground balls, so we can't give them more opportunities. Well, pushing's interesting. Usually they're on that, but. Oh my gosh, girls, we're playing good D here, but we got to stay on it. Oh my gosh. Okay, this girl is appeasing the Waunakee fans for sure.
Timeout Waunakee,
Okay.
it looks like.
All right, so yeah, I'm not sure. We're calling a tight game. That'll be good. There's got to stay on it. Little timeout to figure stuff out here and see what they want to do.
Well, during our timeout, we hope you are enjoying this exclusive broadcast of Panther Sports on OCA Media. Let your customers and friends know that you care about our community. join our family of sponsors who help make this program possible, please contact Paul at ocamedia.com for more information.
It's nice to have 3 refs tonight. We often don't, and it's a lot of ground to cover for these refs with only 2. So they can play with 2. It's preferable that they have 3, but it's hard to get refs. So this is awesome. So they're able to cover the field, be everywhere, even whatever kind of judgment call she makes here. She was right there in position to make the calls. So it's nice. I think it makes it easier on the players, truly. And of course the refs. They get a lot of steps.
Well, and I like the fact that that she turned around and told the parents basically to zip it.
Yeah, absolutely. And if she chooses to call a tight game, she can absolutely do that. Like she said, she knows what she's doing. She knows the game, keeping them safe. It is subjective calls. And the girls just have to adjust. If those little pushes and that physicality is going to be called, then you got to be smart and you got to back off a little. I'm saying that directly to Hazel. I don't think she can hear me though. Back off, Hazel.
Well, she's had to study the rule book because she is a ref
That's
herself,
true.
so that might be why we are, even from way up here, seeing some eye rolls.
It's amazing how far she can communicate that.
Yep.
What she needs to do is just step back. Go for a legal stick check. Oregon's doing a great job. We just haven't picked up those ground balls. But this ref's going to call a nice, tight, safe game, then adjust your play. I'm sure they put some plan together for the timeout. So 3-on-1.
Looks like
That's
Oregon's going with the triple team
yeah.
here.
All right. All right.
Somebody's got to be open. She goes backwards, but still a lot of pressure here. And the
Ooh, and if
ball's
Violet
loose.
can chase that down, nice
Nice play
job.
by Violet.
And get it out of there, Violet.
Nice play.
Get it out of there. Oh, great
Finds a
pass.
friend.
Finds Taylor, and Taylor's got wheels. We say it every game. She can keep going. There was a whistle. She's got a pass to, ooh, Jenna, shoot. That was a great look.
You know, Taylor did a really nice job. As soon as she caught that ball, she had to switch to her left hand, and that's something in lacrosse, boys and girls lacrosse, that if you can play with a right and a left hand, it makes you very, very dangerous. And while I just went on that rant, Oregon found a way to get the ball. Hazel picked it up, drove, and found the back of the net.
Yep, absolutely. A good play. Some scrambling in the middle of the field. So, yeah, because there isn't the same kind of contact in girls lacrosse, switching hands is even more important. Because as soon as someone who's possessing the ball can switch over their hand, the defender has to switch their stick too. You have to mirror the stick or you get called for across the body. So one of our best middies, Sarah Lazowski, is awesome with both hands if you watch her. And she's been doing that for years. So she's very hard to guard legally. So as soon as she switches, that defender has to switch and she can draw the other team into a foul. So really something that any girls out there playing lacrosse should be doing at a young level because it's really huge as you get to higher levels like high school and beyond.
Yeah, we're trying to get the draw set up here. And we're off. Looks like Taylor's going to get there with her speed.
She can just get possession and stay in bounds. A little bit of a push. That's all right.
That was a nice
They
pick by
call.
Jenna.
And now let's set something up.
Oh, 8's coming out on Hazel.
And that's what lacrosse is a lot, is putting a little pressure on, doing a drive. If it's not there, you back out.
Oh,
So
that was
again,
nice.
that came out of the net wrong, but Della's going to chase it down. So we definitely got to get some more movement and get some cuts through. You know, it's great to drive the middle, but they know Hazel's going to drive. They know she's a lefty. Like, we got to get some other openings. And often you'll see kind of moving the ball around the outside and just sending cutters until one gets a step. And that's where you're going to get a high percentage shot. Oh, Glenn will call I guess he called
Man.
the force through.
You've got
Okay.
Hazel's number.
Yeah, I mean, there was a space in between the two defenders, so that's a rough call. If they had gone shoulder to shoulder, you bet. But if you can step through two, you don't often see a force through. But Glenn loves calling that on Hazel too, and she should know. But it's tough. So as soon as she moves, game's on. So, or not. So she's. This game is going to take 2 hours. Now, we don't want her alone in the middle. No one's picking her up. Yeah.
And 8, Ava pulls. There's kind of a red carpet right down the middle.
Yep, absolutely.
So with about 6 minutes left in the first half, Oregon 6 and Waunakee 3.
Ava Holmes.
All right, so Taylor's hanging off the circle a little, so she's staying close to Hurd, which is a good idea. Hurd's probably their fastest player, so if she gets possession, she's gone.
I think if anybody on our team is going to catch her, Taylor's right
Absolutely.
up there on the top of the list.
Yeah, it's a good matchup. So that's why she's hanging back. She's doing a little man-to-man instead of sitting up at the circle, so she wants to know where she is.
Problem is hers got about 8 inches on her.
Yeah.
Good play by Sarah to get back.
Oh, Glenn lost his hat. It is windy down there. A little gusty. That's a costume malfunction, I think. Oh, all right. So Dee's stepping up. Livian backer again. And they're moving it around. Got it behind the net. And Livy's there to support. Oh, and Taylor's
pressure.
out. Awesome. Taylor's fast enough to do that, absolutely, because she's hard to beat. So. All right. Oh, great bounce
by
there.
Hurd. Bounce
Nice
over
job,
the net.
Avery. She's right where she needs to be. Oh,
Waunakee gets it back, though. Oh, loose ball up the middle. Hazel's going to
got
come away with it.
possession.
Let's see if she can leg it out here.
Nope, she's going to go for a great thought. All right. Oh, but she couldn't hold on. I think they're going to call a little contact from behind. It's a soft call, but honestly, they've been calling soft things. So the nice thing with these refs is they've been consistent. So they're calling it both ways, and they're calling
Good look.
even a little contact. So again, like, you just got to know. All right, Sarah, a nice shot on goal. Morgan gets the rebound, and she's going to take another
Sidearm
shot.
shot.
Yeah,
Good save by the goalie.
absolutely. We can slow down a little. We've got a nice lead, not a comfortable
Picked
lead.
off.
Oh, she batted
play
it
by
down.
Riley
Yep.
there.
Jenna's going to put on a little pressure.
Oh, who's up?
And Elise is going to chase it down. There we go.
There you go,
Great
Elise.
job. Find a oh, that's a tight pass. Okay.
Oh, loose.
And Jenna's going to go for it. Oh, that's a push. Nope, it isn't. All right, so Jenna did good staying strong. So they have been kind of pushing that or calling that contact. So she had a great job keep holding on to the ball and not letting those little bumps. In some games, that wouldn't have been called at all. So again, they're just being consistent.
Taylor's working on Hurd here. Does a little spin move trying to get to the
Switch
middle.
hands, great move. Oh, defense got it and she got it back. She had her own rebound, awesome. We gotta slow it down a little. We're not in a hurry here. We gotta possess the ball. So Sarah's got it. She's due for one here. Absolutely, she could crease. Oh. Good, patient, possess it, move it around. Morgan's got it behind the goal. They're going to pass it back and forth a little bit behind the goal, set something up. So there's no shot clock in high school girls lacrosse, so Oregon can take the time that they need.
Hazel shoots around a couple defenders, but the goalie
Good.
makes another save.
Yep. Yeah, I'm surprised
Somebody's
there
got to be open.
wasn't a sphere or anything there. They got that stick pretty high.
Oh,
That's a push. Yeah.
that
Oh, the Waunakee fans are really emotional with everything. They are letting the... Oh, and you're calling for cards, so they obviously don't know the rules. But it's a little intense down there. But it was absolutely a push, so that was the right call by the ref. Oh, and they're all giving him some advice, too. Sure the players appreciate that.
Oh, and that's a pass right to the top of the crease.
Great
Left
job
wide
with
open.
Avery coming out and playing some defense there. She didn't have any help, so she was she was all alone. So really awesome to come out and play some D.
Looks like a Waunakee player was in the crease, so Oregon
Riley.
ball.
Oh, no, can't do that. Let's get it back. Oh my goodness, not who you want to have it. Nice hustle by Livy. Yep, we got to keep possession of the ball. 6-4.
Waunakee goal.
Well, she could have used a little bit of help. She had a couple players on her. She tried to move it, but if we can have more players come back and support, get open, and make that pass a little bit easier for her.
And if she's got the legs and the breath left, she could probably run it down the field a little bit more and find a little bit of a safer pass. It's hard to do too much passing. It was right in front of our goal, so that's tough. And there's just a lot of drops in girls lacrosse because the girls don't have a pocket in the head of their stick. So it's a lot harder to cradle with a girl's stick. So you see them dropping it maybe more than a boys game, but it's that netting is pulled tight. So you got to make smart passes, and these girls are absolutely very good at it, but you don't want dangerous passes. That was a good check. Okay. So they'll line up here, and Elise will go behind.
It's good to see Glenn got his hat back. I was worried.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to keep the cabeza covered.
All that practice helping Hazel with her Spanish. You're really picking it up.
I know. I did some vocab tonight. Too bad.
Who needs Duolingo?
I know. I might have to review it. All right.
We got about 30 seconds left here in the half. The ball's down.
We've got to get these ground balls. We've got to get
Good
possession.
play by Elise.
Oh,
ball's
it's
still in play,
I
though.
saw the wrong line, too, and thought it was out.
Good play. Way to find a friend.
Let's see if
Now
Riley
needs
take
to
it down
find
a little
somebody.
bit, Riley. Oh, that's a good.
Behind Morgan, we
Good
got
shot to
15
Morgan.
seconds.
And she's going to leg it.
Morgan sees the clock. She finds Della. Della with a shot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
What a
6
goal.
seconds left.
What a pass by Morgan. Heads up.
Nice shot right at her feet. Bounces it through.
Oregon goal.
That was awesome.
Looks like Oregon's going to go into the half with a 7-4 lead.
All right, so it is Pulls and Rothering for the draw again.
Morgan had taken the last couple draws, but she just ran that ball all the way down the field, so
She may need a breather.
Hazel's going to give her a break.
Yeah, absolutely.
That ball
That's
did not
not
get above
illegal.
the head.
Oh.
And apparently,
He does, yeah. Yep, all right, so they gave it to Waunakee.
we still got to play defense here, girls. That's a dangerous shot.
Yeah, it is. Yep, it really should have been. So that dangerous shot, again, is just like in boys, that would have been no big deal, but you're not supposed to fire it with people in the way. But not really worth the call. So we're going into half. Oregon is up 7, and Waunakee's got 4.
Hey, welcome back to the second half of our Lady Panthers lacrosse team against the Waunakee Warriors. Looks like Oregon is just coming back on the field here, so we'll get set up here shortly. So if you're asking yourself, what is OCA Media? Well, we are your local community access television station. So think of like PBS, but on a very local level. Each year we stream hundreds of local events and original programming on Charter and TDS cable TV. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel, please join the thousands of subscribers who are notified whenever we stream another exciting Panther sporting event. Well, I can tell you we really appreciate having OCA Media here and, you know, having multiple kids. And right now I'm also trying to watch the boys play a little bit. Out in Waunakee, they do not have as positive of a result as the ladies do right now, as they are down 10-1, it looks like, after the third quarter.
Hello. Welcome back. All right, so it is 20 after 8. I might be on track. This is going to be a 2-hour game.
All right, we're getting set up here for the start of the second half. Hazel and Ava Poles are taking the draw, and it's up and away.
Oh, we got to get that. Nice try. Another whistle?
Oregon? No.
Yeah, yep, it'll be Waunakee ball. Maybe a cover or an empty. So you can't hit a player's stick if it's empty. So when the ball's popping in and out, it's a pretty easy call to make. Another whistle. Yeah, so this 3-goal lead is not a comfortable lead for Oregon. So they're going to have to play some tight D and get down on offense because this Waunakee team can come back without a problem. And there we go.
And there's
so
one.
Hurd with one.
Yeah, lacrosse is interesting that way, where you can have a handful of goals ahead, and you're not necessarily safe. You can pile on certainly 2, 3, 4 goals real quick if you need to.
Absolutely.
We really got to start winning these draws again. Waunakee's been tough. It's been a tough battle to get control or get possession. But Hazel did a good job there, won her own.
I'm not sure she knew which way to go. Oof, all right, so she's got a little bit of momentum. She's look for a pass or back it out. That was a good decision.
26 really likes to push out as a defender.
Gotta get these ground balls. All right, but Waunakee did, so they've got possession. Going to transition back.
And she gets it back to her goalie. Maybe we can find a way out to 26 and getting into the neutral
Good D
zone.
by
But Morgan
Jenna, and
passes
Morgan,
it up.
yeah, steps up and gets that. Let's see if she'll take it to the hole. Whip a shot. Oh,
That's in the back of the net.
that's a goal by Morgan. I thought it was. It was kind of anticlimactic there.
But a great celebration because she called her own goal, just
Did
like
she?
the referee does.
Did she?
Arms
She's
up,
laughing at
arms up.
herself, I think. Everyone kind of looked. I think the goalie thinks she had it too initially because it was sort of like everyone stalled, like where'd the ball go? So awesome to come back and answer. Now we got to tighten it up a little bit here. Oh, we got a nice cool breeze coming in. We made it through that 87-degree day, everybody. It's lovely out tonight.
It was really nice of Joe, the cameraman, before he left to take these windows out.
Yeah, we're like Skybox.
Oh, that might be an across the body.
Yeah. All right, so now we're going to set it up, get our D set up.
Well, looks like the Oregon boys scored. They're only down 10-2.
Hey, all right. It's good to get on the board in a game like that. That's tough. Playing the Waunakee boys team, like you swear, it feels like they have an extra man out there all the time. They're everywhere. So they're a tough team.
So back to the ladies' game. Waunakee is setting it up in the offensive zone.
Being patient, moving around. They're going to wait for a cut. Going to maybe try to drive here. That's not open. A little help here. Great help. Other than she rolled. Ooh, we got lucky there, I think.
Good defense. Liv's doing a great job as backer, helping out.
Little love tap there. Well, we
Lots
got
of
to
love.
protect that crease. Absolutely.
Oh, no, that's...
Shoot.
Oh, but good defense by Riley.
Yep, absolutely. I'm not sure. I don't know their defense well enough, but we've left.
No, we had two players in the crease at the same time.
Shoot.
And that
Little miscommunication.
is a no-no.
Darn it. So it'll be Waunakee ball. Yeah, we got to make sure, and I'm not pointing fingers at anything, but we have left that crease open a couple times, and that's an easy shot to make. So whatever misfire or a slide or a misstep, I'm just not sure.
Ball was on the ground. Are
Maybe
they
an
calling
empty.
a cover?
Yeah, a cover, an empty maybe. All right, whistle to start. They're moving the ball really well. Yeah, they cut really well. I mean, you got to be fast and see that cutter, but they have definitely had some open cutters. We're doing a good job of stepping in, but Hazel's putting a little pressure on.
Ball down.
All right, and that's just that good pressure that Taylor's putting on can make it hard to keep control of the ball.
Oh, no. We're finding people wide open in the middle.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And
that's
Isabel
just a given.
Hurd
Absolutely.
was wide open and just ripped it to the back of the net.
There's a little miscommunication down there. I think the majority of their shots have been wide open right outside the crease. So Oregon's got to figure that out. That is a gift. All right, looks like Hurd's going to take the draw with Hazel here. All right, I'm not sure what we're doing. Taking our time. Want to make sure we hit that 2-hour mark. Here we go. Setting it up. All right.
Ball's up.
Let's see if Taylor can
but
get
Taylor
that.
gets
Great
it.
job. Oh, there was a pass in the middle, but it's not open anymore. So Taylor's going to keep possession.
On your back, Hazel.
Yep.
There you go.
Little pick, maybe. Maybe not. Little right hand would go a long way there. We got to get moving, though. Nothing's open here.
Hazel tries a Canadian from a bad angle.
Yeah, we got to get some cuts. Or we're standing still, and Waunakee is covering tight. So we've got a lot more weapons than just sending someone down the middle here. We've got to be cutting, crease rolling, and making that defense move.
This is also okay if we're taking some time off the clock here.
Yeah, we're not in a hurry. So keep moving the ball and let Waunakee get tripped up and create an opening. Oof. And we got to make good, strong passes and possess the ball here. That's huge. We can't give them any easy turnovers.
So Oregon's got everybody basically below GLE, which is goal line extended, basically behind the net. Looking to set up a play. I haven't seen this one yet. Stay tuned. It should be interesting.
Oh, and now they're putting
but the
pressure on,
ball
and they
is
went out
down.
and forced the turnover. That's exactly what Waunakee wanted to do. Oh. we got to get this ground. Oh, my goodness. And no call there. All right, that's a choice.
Della's
there.
coming out with it, makes a pass to Morgan.
We got to protect the ball here and make good passes. Oh, yeah, that'll be.
Oh, the Oregon boys scored again.
Awesome. A little late in the game action. Right. So Hazel's got it behind the net. Jenna's back there too. Good pick by Della. No shot.
Oh, nice pass to Della.
Pass,
Almost.
Oh, but she's got possession. She's going to bring it back out. Get out of there. That has to just happen so fast, or Waunakee just kind of
They collapse
on you, yeah, and there's no shot. And that's where you could get called for a dangerous shot, too, if you forced it through. So it was smart by Della not to know it wasn't there.
Sayers doing a good job at maintaining possession, even with some of that contact.
Absolutely.
And Taylor just lost control, but the ball's down, and Sarah's going to get it back.
Good. Yep, and that's across the body from over the line, I think, right? So Oregon's doing a good job of getting patient. Yep, just missed that opportunity.
Hazel's finding a way through, but blocked shot, but Jenna falls right into her stick.
All right. We gotta protect the ball. Waunakee's doing a good job playing tight D here.
We've been down here for about 3 minutes, though. We have about 4.5 left in the quarter here.
All right,
so
I like that.
That is definitely an across the body.
Yep, I like that they're putting her out tight on Hazel. I think that could be our advantage.
And Morgan's working her way out from behind the net. She's looking to crease roll and shoot
right into the
goalie's basket.
Shoot.
Well, we got to get back and play D. Waunakee's got a few speedy players.
Yeah, we do. Cutting down the middle.
All the ball's down on the ground in the middle.
Violet made a good play for it.
And Waunakee comes away, and
that's a
little bit of a push.
That's a good whistle to take. That's fine. Let the D get back and get set up.
That's looks like a force through to me, but I don't have stripes on, so.
Yep. And
they're going to restart that play.
And we'll see how far Oregon's going to come back and chase here. I think it would be probably better to cover who's in the middle. Yep. And probably not leave her open. We got lucky there. Must be a righty.
She's kind of small, and she saw Hazel come at her, and she's like, I am not going to try and crease roll this. I'll just go behind the net.
That was smart.
Otherwise, she was going to get trucked.
And that crease roll is only comfortable coming from the side you want to come from. So, way to get back. Now, see, they're going to send someone. Yep. All right. Good cover there. Good double.
Ball on the ground.
Nice job, Taylor.
Good job by Taylor.
Oh, this is going to be dangerous. Oof. All right.
Interesting. Yep. That's a push from behind.
Absolutely. Yeah, you could see that coming. Taylor's tough.
So everybody's going to get their gear back on, pick their sticks up, and Taylor's going to get it started again. She's got 3 people surrounding her, so somebody's got to be open.
Yep, absolutely. She can also do that.
You know, we had just mentioned that no lead is safe in lacrosse, and I will tell you, I looked down and the boys.
We're turning it over again. Yeah, we're getting a little.
But the boys now have 5, Becky.
That's cool.
They have cut the lead.
Now what?
So it's 10-5
good Lord in
with
heaven.
7 minutes left. So.
Okay, what is it? All right, Oregon's got the ball here. There was a whistle. I don't know what it was. There were so many whistles. They just want to keep me up past my bedtime, bro. Man.
You know, normally I can watch a game and I watch enough of it, I start to learn it. This game, I'm still struggling with some of the calls, but maybe that's just the.
I coached it, and I'm still struggling with the calls. So I mean, it's always subjective. That's the thing. But I also don't know the. Oops, the What is he? Well, I don't think anyone knows what that is. Let's see. The Waunakee fans aren't happy. I can't disagree. She hardly had possession long enough. But what? I don't know. Yeah, I mean. Oh,
A false start. What?
no. Oh, is what? No. Glenn must like to stay up late at night. So we had a.
Okay, so
Okay.
Hazel's going to get the ball back.
I would love to tell you what's going on, but I have no idea. But they're talking it through. Holy cow. Okay, take a break, get something to drink.
I don't know what the holdup is here.
I'm not sure either. I mean, there's no offsides or anything. Thought at first that's what they
Here we
talked
go.
about or mentioned, but they were.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we gotta protect the ball. That's not. Yeah, we
Oh,
can't.
nice
We
little
gotta.
play there by Hayes.
Good passes and we gotta catch the ball here. No easy turnovers. They're too good for that.
Oh, Taylor's trying to squeeze her way through. And
Maybe he saw some head.
Is that a
or
shooting
a
space?
Shooting space. Yeah, I mean. Yeah. So Taylor will get it on the 8. 19 seconds left in this quarter. I don't know if it flew by or if it.
the last 26 seconds has felt like the end of a basketball
Kind
game for
of.
me. Oh, and off the post,
but
Taylor.
Morgan
Good
got
rip,
it.
though.
That was awesome.
Morgan's going to wheel her
Oh,
way through.
how is that not?
Something.
That's interesting. Okay, so Waunakee gets it. That's unfortunate, but we just got to make them run here, and
They're
time
yelling,
will
"Shoot."
run out. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. Don't see
Well,
that
we
a lot
are
of
at
girls.
the end of the third quarter, and your Oregon Panthers are up 8-6.
It's not my favorite quarter. Let's see if we can pick things up a little bit in the fourth.
Just a quick update here. The boys out playing at Waunakee are down 11-5.
I am loving that they're getting some goals and all of that. Like, that's what Oregon's been
Oh.
working on. Oh, there's a little tussle. Is our kiddo in the tussle?
It looks
I
like he
hope
was
not.
trying to pull one out.
Okay, good. He doesn't usually tussle. But
In
you
other
know what?
news,
But you know what? What? So, what is OCA Media?
we already talked about that. I bet our listeners would be able to answer that question for you. But do you know how many local events OCA Media streams? How many they did in this past year?
Oh, I want to say it was like 522
Trillion.
trillion.
Gazillion.
That's a lot
Now, it
of
was
zeros.
over 400 OCA streamed events this past year as a nonprofit organization. We do rely on generous financial support of our local business partners, so please consider joining our family of local sponsors. OCA Media, your home for Panther sports and everything Oregon.
All right, fans, we are heading back onto the field to start the fourth quarter.
You know how a different Ben, by the way.
Yeah, we, Ben Rothering just did not make the cut. We got a lot of complaints, and so we had to ask him to step out. We've been able to replace him with a different version of the Ben.
Just Ben Baker this time. Just a little bit different.
Just a little. So he's working camera and chatting, so that's pretty impressive. I don't multitask like I used to anymore.
I love talking, so this is just like what I would do behind the camera, except people can actually hear me now.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely. I'm the same way. That they're like, Becky, are you sure? And I was like, wait, I've got to talk for 90 minutes straight? That's really out of my comfort level. We've got some friends watching, and I know they're nodding, like, Becky. All right, so we're back at the draw. It is just a 2-point game. This is a really good game, a really close game. Not a lot of room for errors in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, we have to stop. We got to start picking up the ground balls, and we have to stop just moving too fast. We can take our time.
Yep.
We're up right now. If we can stay up, that's a good thing. So.
And be smart and protect the ball.
Absolutely.
Like good passes, good catches. You know, if you take a good shot and miss it, that's fine. But we can't be dropping the ball, when we're not under pressure or throwing it away. So they're coming out on Hazel. And Taylor's got it here. Oh, I like that they come tight on Taylor. She can absolutely take her to the goal. Oh, great stop by the goalie.
That was a great save.
Darn it.
That's a ball that definitely would have flew 50 yards past me, so.
Oh. A little bit of a, I think. Oh, wow, we've got squirrely fans again. Yeah, they're always trying for those cards, but I don't quite think they understand the rules.
Yeah, I've heard them a couple of times.
Yeah. But I think these refs have it. They definitely have already addressed the crowd. So
absolutely.
Because they're calling a good game. Two physical bodies running into each other, there's no card needed there. That's just physical play. Oh, and a turnover. They'll be happy about that. That's it. See, they've been calling that all night. A little bit of a push.
Shot's going to go across.
Oh, you got to get that ball. Oh, and we got to whistle. Oh, they're going to give it to Waunakee.
She's going to be at the 8, looks like.
Yep, so she'll be able to take a penalty shot here. I don't know what the call was. I was thinking it was maybe an empty or a cover, but it had to be a little bit more than that.
It's nice. I have like a giant binocular in front of me because I'm just going off my monitor and I can zoom in as I need.
Very good. You can help. My old eyes and the lights changing at night. This, pretty soon I won't be able to drive after dark. Whoa!
Ooh, that's
and
gonna
that
be
seems a little bit
physical.
of a payback. Yep, that was. Oh, she came back to check on her. That's cool. You can kind of see that coming.
Luckily, it looks like she was able to walk off okay.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely. Just a little bit out of control, I think. She was just coming in to play some good D, and I was a little worried. Hazel's really close to the sideline, so it would have been real easy to step out. So, did they pull a card? I guess I looked away. I must have, because she's down on a knee.
I see her on the sideline.
So that'll give Oregon a woman up. Gotta make good passes. All right, and I like that Livy's got it there. Back to Hazel. It's a good pass to Morgan.
Great shot by Morgan Farrar.
Awesome. And a pass by Hazel. Good transition. That is a hat trick for Morgan.
It is. Yes. There you go.
All right, that Panther's on the loose tonight in Panther Stadium. Good to hear it. We haven't heard that growl in a while. We needed to get one past. Way to bury it, Morgan.
Absolutely. Beautiful, beautiful shot by Morgan. Right on the crease.
Yep, and it's rare that she's going to miss those. She's got so many nice moves down there that she's tough to guard. So if you're used to hockey or even boys lacrosse, the difference here is that the Waunakee player doesn't get to come back in when she's out with a card. So even though Oregon scored, they're still going to remain women up.
And please remind me, how long is that penalty for?
I believe it's 2 minutes. I think a card is automatically 2. I was actually going to double check on that last time. So in boys, they'll have penalties that can be 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, and they'll lock it in. If you see a ref kind of put his or her hands over his head, that means locked in. So it's very subjective, and it's all about the severity of the call. In girls, a card is a card, and it's considered severe enough that it's kind of like a major penalty in hockey.
Yeah. It's a great explanation of it.
If you're a hockey fan, maybe.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it might not be super helpful. And it looks like Livy's going to get that ground ball. We like it in her hands, absolutely, with a great pass to Violet. Oh, putting a lot of, see, and some of that, you know, when they extend the pushing, they'll sometimes call that, but maybe they're letting a little bit go here in the fourth quarter. That's all right. Violet can handle it.
Morgan's going to have the ball now.
Like that.
You do like to see it in her stick, that's for sure.
Absolutely. I'll take Taylor, too. She's due for one.
Does Taylor have any this game?
She doesn't, believe it or not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think both. We could definitely see one from Taylor, or Sarah Lazowski's got to get one. Another whistle.
Looks like it's going to be Oregon's ball. That's good at least.
Yeah, we'll take it. Again, I'm not quite sure. It got a little physical, but it seemed like good physical play. But again, these refs are calling a consistently safe game, so it's gone both ways.
Yep. Taylor's going to bring that one back and pass it off to Morgan.
Oof.
Beautiful shot from Morgan.
That was great.
It almost looked like a backhand how she
she does
shoved
that
it
so
in.
well. She did not have an angle, and she had 2 girls on her and still found the back of the net.
That Panther sounds awfully familiar, doesn't he?
Yeah, I know. That's terrifying, though. Just lucky he doesn't jump over in our booth.
Yeah. Glad he's at least one thin piece of plywood away.
Yeah. All right, like we said earlier, it's a 4-goal differential here, but I don't feel comfortable. So, you know, they got to keep their foot on the gas. For Oregon, and Waunakee is going to come out hot. Obviously, they've got a handful of players that can score goals. They've got 4 tonight. So this is going to be a fun fourth quarter.
And there's absolutely no reason you should really take the gas off until the last couple of minutes.
No.
Looks like
All right,
Oregon.
so that was an early entry. So because possession hadn't been called, those attack and defenders can't cross that restraining line until possession. So they can reach over, but maybe someone accidentally stepped, which is so hard not to do. So that's why it went to Oregon, and they'll set it up. It's hard to see with the kind of like a scrum down there, so the ref was in the perfect spot to see it.
It's great having somebody know the rules.
No ish.
You know a lot more than me. I came over from being a fan of hockey and being like, so it's like hockey. No, it's not.
Right. Well, it was years ago that, you know, Hazel started playing in U14, and we had one coach, and she was an excellent coach, and she knew her stuff, but it was one coach for all these girls. So I said, well, my boys play lacrosse. I can help. And I showed up on the sidelines, and I said, oh my God, it's a completely different game.
It really is.
Yeah, all I did was kind of herd cats and ask a lot of questions. So it is completely different. But that was Karen Gill, who was the head coach, and she's so knowledgeable that I learned a lot, but still have so much to learn. Just could never hold a candle to her. She's still really involved in youth lacrosse, so it's so valuable to have that, because most of the parents our age haven't played.
Della O'Malley's right
shoot,
next to it.
And what a stop by the goalie. Gosh, I hate it, but you can't take that away from her. No fear by that goalie. Nice job.
No, she put herself right in front of that ball, even though Della was probably less than a foot away.
And another,
that
another
could go
stop.
Did that go in?
We don't know where the ball is. Look at him look around for it. It must be in her pads.
Oh
Oh my gosh,
it's in her
did she
shorts.
find it? Oh, she's
It's in
having
her
fun.
shorts.
I don't even know what happens here. Oh, this is great. You got to have a little fun. I was going to say, like, please don't take the ball away from them. There is no rule to say what you're supposed to do in that situation.
I did not stop the clock there because I did not know what to do.
Right.
So.
A little levity. You got to have fun. That was funny. The goalie comes out kind of wiggling. And, well, it definitely didn't go in.
I just saw her turn around, and I just saw like what looked like a ball right on her back. I'm like, what is that?
I don't know. I wonder what her gear, how it got caught there. That was pretty funny.
Went down like her arm sleeve or something. I don't know. That's hilarious though.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Little pushy push. I don't know. That's all right. Yep. They've been calling it all night. So Hazel will move behind. Waunakee's going to look. She's got some players in the middle there that are open.
Looking for the number 1, and I'm not seeing her.
Oh, her?
Of course, now she has the ball on.
Yeah,
I said
there you
it,
go.
So
She's going to be a...
that's the one that Oregon needs to put defense
Yeah,
on.
yeah, she's going to be a blur here. She's fast. And we are outnumbered. We do not have numbers.
Morgan somehow going to make it work, though. Great defensive.
And, you know, it seems different to me. I can't say that I know this strategy with lacrosse, but I know in hockey we talk about playing the pass. So you want to slide over in a situation like that and cover the pass and let that goalie take the shooter one-to-one. But I don't know, in lacrosse, especially girls with these little, you know, it's so hard to cradle that what I see more of, and I have to agree, is what Morgan did, is put the pressure on the ball and make them make a pass and make that player catch it. Because like I said, we do a lot of ground balls in girls because it can be so hard to catch. So, you know, I'd have to ask someone who really knows strategy, but it's what I've seen, and it tends to work. So Morgan made a great decision there.
Maybe you can ask Glenn after the game.
Yes, I should. And Glenn is awesome. I know my husband has stopped him after games for some questions because he's super knowledgeable, and he can really cover the field. Yes, he does. Yeah, he studies it, and sometimes in the stands we might give him a little trouble, but he keeps them safe.
Yep.
If anything, you know, it's a whistle or what is he calling? But, you know, he rarely lets it get dangerous. And as a mom, that's kind of what I like to see. You know, Hazel's out there. She's got some pushes. You bet. Call her all night long. But we've had games where sticks are swinging and girls are getting clocked in the head, and that's hard to see. So Glenn doesn't let that happen. Oops, she lost the ball. And Waunakee got the turnover. We don't want to do that. So we're going to have to run with her. I'd like to see Oregon kind of shooting down. Someone's got to stop the ball.
We need to put some pressure on the ball, but we can't do that. So.
And that was, you know, sometimes those penalties are okay where it was. She'll take it on the 12 because we were beat and she had a full head of steam. So you don't want to encourage a penalty. No one's going to get hurt there. But they were kind of rolling a red carpet down in front of Avery. So I think, you know, it was kind of heads up by Autumn. And again, never a penalty to injure a player, and that wasn't her intention, but it slowed it down, and it lets us set up our backer and make sure that we've got Avery protected.
Kind of reminds me of basketball when you're in the last couple of minutes of the game, and you can sometimes hear coaches saying foul, 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 because you want that stoppage of game. You want your players to have a second to catch up. Even if it's not a long time, it's enough.
Right, absolutely, absolutely.
Of course, never encouraging penalties or fouls.
Yeah, but even something like across the body, like it could cause an injury, but it generally isn't. It just isn't done. So, you know, if it's a little minor penalty like across the body or a little push. Ooh, I thought she was going to stop that. Shoot. And they snuck one in.
It's be number 5 for Waunakee.
Danica Matthews sneaks one in.
She's had a couple tonight, right?
I don't think so, actually. Waunakee has really spread it out. I've got goals by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different girls.
Wow. Waunakee's parents supporting their kiddo right now?
Yeah, absolutely. Nice to hear the positive cheering.
Absolutely.
All right, so you can see they're lined up a little bit different on the draw circle. I can't tell you why. It generally, I think, has to do with who's out there as players and how we want to cover them. But they don't have to be on either side. Those middies can be stacked like they are on one side. So that's where you can see sort of different positions for the two on the circle. And Hurt and Sarah, I like that matchup. Let's see if Hazel can get it.
Hazel's able to secure it. There you go.
Possession, get it. Ooh, get that, and Sarah will get that. She's our ground ball girl. You're not going to get many past her, although but her and Hurd, that's a good battle because they're fast. We probably don't need to force it here.
We can take a step back, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure what the plan is. I'd like to see him settle it down a little.
I just realized I think that's Hadley Stang that just came in. So
Yeah, absolutely. Hadley's one of our seniors, number 35. Good to see her out there.
I think we've actually played most, because I saw Peyton, I saw the freshman Peyton, I think Langley's how you say your last name?
Yeah, was Peyton out there and I missed
She
it?
did. Yep, she was out there because I saw her bright yellow stick. So I think Oregon's actually played most of our bench.
That's awesome. Yeah, and we don't have a very deep bench, so it's tough.
No, we don't.
Night games are helpful, but a lot of these girls, if they need a rest, will rest from midi by going to attack and just switch out on the field. So it's tough with a short bench. So Violet's got it on the 8. Nope. Maybe bring it back out. Bring it back out.
However, I do believe that we will see this bench increase over the next couple of years, seeing the interest that lacrosse is starting to take into our community.
Yeah, I hope so.
I know all of my neighbors, I believe they have either kids or grandkids that play lacrosse.
And it's awesome. And I said, you know, the tough thing, and it's such a good problem to have for Oregon, is our soccer program is so strong. And we got a lot of kiddos playing soccer, and girls' high school soccer is in the spring. So we compete with those. And when the girls' soccer team keeps winning championships, you got a lot
playing,
of girls.
yeah.
So
so what I'm hearing is Oregon Girls Lacrosse needs to win a state championship.
yeah, yep, I guess so. And the thing too that's different about girls lacrosse, it's a newer sport, and oh, didn't work this
Oregon
time.
tried the backhand again.
Yep.
Fortunately, goalie was on top of that this time.
Yep. So we got a minute 30 left. So that's all right. Again, like I think we could really use some time up on the field. Again, we shouldn't be in a hurry. That's good pressure by Riley. Okay, so we're gonna.
Don't know what that call was.
Yeah, maybe an empty, potentially across the body. Again, when that ball pops out and you're going for a stick check, it's automatically an empty. Not a dirty play, but
that was an
the right
empty, I
call.
believe is what Glenn just
Yeah,
called.
so again, it's easy to see when the girl absolutely has no possession. You can't go check her stick, but when it bounces up and out, it's the right call. And Glenn's got he doesn't miss those. He's watching closely, so it's the right call.
Looks like Oregon's kind of learned their lesson with number 1. They got 2 girls on her for the most part, it looks like. So
Yeah, you've got to.
you have Livy rotating between. So Oregon, I think, has their defense pretty good right now.
Yeah, and we do well on that D. But, yeah, I mean, if you can shut down Hurd and force the other players to have a more active role because Hurd feeds it and she shoots, you know, that's why they watch film.
Yep, looks like we're about 20 seconds left of this game. Looks like Riley's going to try to pick it up.
Good, so I can breathe deep a little bit. I feel
Yeah,
good with
you can breathe.
16 seconds.
Stoppage of play.
So it looks like it's Hazel going to get it on. Oh, no, Hazel got called for something. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I looked away. Any of those scrums in the middle of the ground balls, it's so easy to get an empty, to get a cover. Oh, and Hazel got the turnover there, so
and
I
she
think
can
she'll just
slow it down,
possess it. Yeah,
make sure
she'll just let
team
the,
don't get it.
or chuck it down the field.
Morgan, give it to Morgan. There you go.
And
I'm okay with that strategy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the ball's always safe in Morgan's hands, right? Whew,
I was okay with that strategy. Last minute pass down the field.
I guess. I was kind of hoping she'd just keep it. But that brings us to the end of the game. And like I said, that 3-goal differential does not make anyone feel comfortable, but Oregon pulled it out. So great job by both teams. Final score tonight is Oregon Panthers with 10, Waunakee Warriors 7. So thank you so much for joining us tonight and watching Panther Lacrosse on OCA Media. Your home for Panther sports. And Ben Baker, thank you for stepping in. I know this was not your plan for tonight, but you have been a man of many trades.
I've been told that a couple of times. However, it looks like another person just popped back into the booth. I think I have to pass the mic over.
Yeah, you just can't get rid of him.
Just wanted to sign off, say thanks for listening to OCA Media.
Absolutely. So it's Thursday night. Have a good rest of your week and have a safe weekend. We'll see you back here.
Something else.